sound of desert wind sweeping across ancient stone 12,000 years ago before the wheel, before writing, before farming. Someone built this. Massive T-shaped pillars, some weighing 20 tons, standing in perfect circles beneath the Anatolian sun. Welcome to Göbekli Tepe. Archaeologists call it the world's first temple, but I call it something else. A message. Left for whoever would one day dig deep enough to remember. Göbekli Tepe was discovered in the 1990s, buried beneath layers of intentional earth. Someone didn't just build it, they hid it. And here's what makes every historian lose sleep. It predates Stonehenge by 6,000 years. The layout isn't random. The pillars form perfect circles aligned to the rising of certain stars, possibly Sirius. Each ring seems to tell a story of creation, death, and rebirth. And the carvings, the carvings. Predators and prey frozen mid-motion. Cosmic symbols, a scorpion beside an orb, a vulture holding a sphere like a prehistoric star map. Were they recording the sky or something that came from it? Here's where the story bends a timeline. There are no earlier prototypes of this engineering, no smaller temples leading up to it, no apprenticeship period in stone. Humanity just woke up one morning and built the impossible, as if someone whispered the blueprints into their dreams. Archaeologists call it a mystery of sudden complexity. I call it a download. Picture it. The year is 9600 BCE. A tribe gathers under a sky brighter than ours, unpolluted by time. They look up, and something moves across the stars. Something that hums with light. And then, a voice, not of sound, but of vibration. It shows them how to shape stone, how to align heaven with earth, how to remember. When they wake, they carve what they saw. They build what they were shown. And Göbekli Tepe rises from the dust, a monument to first contact. We see the same leap echoed across continents. At roughly the same time, agriculture appears in multiple regions. Constellations are mapped. Myths of sky teachers emerge. Could these be isolated coincidences? Or the ripples of a single cosmic event? One generation of humans receives knowledge they couldn't have discovered alone. And then mysteriously the builders vanish. They bury the site, as if preserving it for us. Now, this is where history turns into a riddle. Carbon dating shows Göbekli Tepe was intentionally entombed around 8000 BCE, buried before the rise of cities. Who buries a temple before civilization even starts? Unless they feared what it represented. Or maybe they were told to hide it until humanity was ready to remember where its first teachers came from. Every civilization that followed Sumeria, Egypt, the Indus Valley, carries echoes of Göbekli Tepe's symbols, twin pillars, solar discs, serpents, and wings. Like cultural DNA passed down through millennia. But here's the strangest part. Archaeologists found no signs of daily life at the site, no homes, no burials, no tools of survival. This wasn't a village. It was an interface. A meeting point between earth and sky. Now, my colleagues insist it was all human ingenuity. Professor Vons, they say, you're romanticizing hunter-gatherers. And I say, romanticizing if a group of nomads without metal wills or written language suddenly invents sacred geometry, astronomical architecture, and megalithic engineering overnight. Well, either they're geniuses, or someone dropped by with a very persuasive PowerPoint. Maybe not aliens, maybe future humans, checking in on their ancestors. Time tourism, version 0.1, whatever Göbekli Tepe was, temple, transmitter, or time capsule, it changed everything. It marks the exact moment when humanity stopped wandering and started building. Maybe the hands that lifted those stones weren't guided by gods. Maybe they were guided by memory, a memory of a connection we've long forgotten. The ancients called it the place where the gods began creation. I call it the moment humanity looked up and saw itself reflected in the stars. So when you hear the wind whisper across those stone rings, remember they were never ruins. They were instructions. What do you think is the secret of Göbekli Tepe? Let me know your theories down in the comments. Thanks for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next exploration into the past. See you next time.